Hey everybody, good morning. Uh, I'm very excited because it is time for our monthly flip through, and this is everything that I've coloured for the month of November. So we're going to go straight into basically having a look at what I've coloured in the stats. So this month I've coloured 26 different pages in 14 books. I have got one whip started, which actually started yesterday. My YouTube stats, I've gained another 16 followers, subscribers. So I'm so grateful to you all for that. It's so lovely to see this climb. And even if it's just a small bit each month, it does. It actually means the world to me. So thank you. Instagram, I haven't recorded. I've done one hashtag this month and 4 buddy colours. So yeah, really pleased with that. All decorated up for December and Christmas colouring. So we will be looking forward to our Christmas pages. But I have started some this month because I just can't help myself. I am a Christmas girl. So yeah, let's have a look at what we've done. I'm going to start with my whip first of all. This book is my partner. He bought this for me from the works here in the UK. A nice little book, £4. Let's move those out the way. Not everything in here, I'm going to be honest with you, is kind of what I don't like. This is something that I would like to colour, but there are things in here like this one, which I love, which I will be colouring, and I'm definitely going to be colouring this one for December. Maybe another couple in here. But the one that I started is this one. And I've decided that I'm going to challenge myself a little bit with this one and just try and use all acrylic paint pens. So I've started with the holly and the berries, and I'm really happy with how they've turned out. So yeah, I've got to try and work my way through each element now and do it, as I say, all in acrylic paint pens, apart from, I think, possibly like the snowflakes, I'm going to do in like a silverish glitter pen. We will see. I'll probably change my mind as I go through, but we will see. But yeah, so really happy with the effect that gives with acrylic paint pens. So that's my one and only whip. So that's that one. And that was Merry Christmas colouring book from the works here in the UK. It does say there's more than 100 pages to colour, so not bad. Not a bad price for what you get to colour. So that's that one. So that's my whip. I'm then going to do and look at all the buddy colours that we've done this month. So the first one is this one, and that's in Serendipity by R.J. Hampson. And this was actually a 4-way buddy colour. So I did this with Heidi from Spid and Lockey, Tiffany from Tiffany Colours 79, and Sharon from King Sharon 9. I will pop their pages up here in a bit, and obviously their Instagram handles and or YouTube. So we would do that. But this is my one, and I chose to do mine all in pencil. And I'm really pleased with how you can use, obviously, alcohol markers because they're one-sided. And normally I would have done, but I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to use pencil in this one. So it's got a lot of the Languo shiny pens on it as well. Should pick the glitter up and the shine on there. And I think she turned out, or the whole page turned out kind of cute. So yeah, so I'm going to move this across, and I'm going to pop everybody else's pages up here. I'll pop Heidi's up first. Heidi's done a lovely page. She does everything with alcohol markers, and I say it every single time, she's a whiz with alcohol markers. So yeah, thank you. Then we have the page from Tiffany Colours 79. Again, absolutely gorgeous page. And then we have the page from Sharon at King Sharon 9. Again, another wonderfully gorgeous, can't get over my words, gorgeous page. So thank you to all of you for buddy colouring with me on this one this month. I thoroughly enjoyed doing this page. So that's the first one. The next one is actually from Creepy Kawaii Halloween. Again, I've done this with Heidi. Heidi and I are going to buddy up every single month, so it's something that we quite enjoy, and we become very good friends. So we did this page for November, and this was for Day of the Dead. Heidi chose this one for this month, and absolutely really love colouring this. I love this whole book, so yeah, I'll quite happily colour anything in here. So again, this was alcohol markers with some acrylic pens and some gel pens, and then I used glossy accents on top of the pin heads and around the eyes. You can see there. So thank you, Heidi. I have thoroughly enjoyed, again, our buddy colours this month. Definitely looking forward to doing some more. We've already got a page bookmarked for December. And then the other one I want to quickly show you in here is one that I totally forgot to show you at the end of last month. I just forgot I'd done it. So that was the ghost in the mirror. I think that's come out really cool, and I've added glossy accents and also the Art Deco glamour dust on top of the ghost. So yeah, and I put a little bit of silver metallic pen onto the mirror. I'm really quite pleased with that. Again, it's such a lovely book, and it's illustrated by Ella Jarzabek. And here we go, Ella Jarzabek. And she also illustrates some other books. So she illustrates for the Capybara book, Colour Me Capybaras, and also the Christmas for Kids colouring book, which I kind of made a dent in that again this month. So yeah, thank you guys for those. The next buddy colour is in Walden Nature, and this one I did with Lucy from Lucy Colours 2024. So this is my page, and I have just used Inktense pencils on this and then gone over with some probably Chroma Flows, because I tend to pull those out quite a bit at the moment, just to add a little bit of shadow in depth and a little bit of intensifying some colours maybe somewhere. So yeah, absolutely love this book, and I think this turned out very well. So I'm going to again move this across, and I'm going to pop Lucy's lovely page up here. Lucy's done a wonderful job as always with her colouring, so thank you, Lucy, for buddying up with me this month, and I will look forward to doing another one with you in the future next year, which is creeping up, but that'll definitely be done. So that's that buddy. And then my last buddy for this month is in Mermaids by Selena Fennick. And this one was done with Natalia from Fearlessly Colourful. Natalia did reach out to me and asked if I would like to buddy colour with her in this book. So yeah, absolutely, I'm happy to buddy colour with anybody, honestly. If you've got the same books as me, you can message me over on Instagram, and we can go from there. It's always lovely to see everybody else's pages. So my page, yeah, I based the mermaid with alcohol markers. I have gone over the top with pencils, and I decided to give her a rainbow tail. I've used a gel pen to define the scales a little bit, and then I've used a sort of pearlized watercolour paint in the background and on the shell. The only thing I did find with this page when I was doing it was I totally messed up this, I guess, framing. I did it far too dark, and it just didn't work. It just was too much in your face. It took away from the mermaid completely. So I rescued it with just a white acrylic paint pen and literally went over the whole thing, outlined it again with black, and then just added a little bit of coloured pencil here and there, very, very faintly, just to give it a little bit of colour. So that's that page done. So I'm going to move that, and I'm going to pop over here Natalia's lovely picture. Natalia had done hers, I think, by the end of last month. Bless her, she desperately wanted to colour her mermaid, which was lovely. Excuse me. And she's done hers with a beautiful green tint to the mermaid skin, which I think works amazing. So thank you, Natalia. I will definitely be buddy colouring with you again as well in the future. So that's all my buddy colours done. I'm very happy with all of those. Pop that over there. So the next book that I have is this one, Blossomere, and this is illustrated by Annie Rice. And in this one I did this page. And for this page, I have used Inktense, Chroma Flows, and some soft pastels for the background. I love how the birds have turned out on this one. I've kept them all the same colour scheme, and I've tried to make the bird houses look weathered, but kept them sort of bright, if you like. I know what I mean. Yeah, really happy. Again, another book that I thoroughly just enjoy colouring in. So that's that one, Blossomere. The next one I have is this one. So this is from Colour in Heaven. It's a pocket book, the Christmas book. 40 adorable festive dragon designs by Lee Holland. And I saw this when we nipped into town the other week, and it was in WH Smith's here in the UK, which is now no longer called WH Smith's. I think they're called TG Jones now. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. And I had to have this because it is just so cute. So cute. And this is the first one I did. And this was coloured with pencils. I've used acrylic white paint pen for the snow and to add a little bit of fluffiness onto his hat. I used the cloud stencil and soft pastels for the background. And then I've used a stencil for the trees with some soft pastel over the top. And I really like how this looks like. So, you know, when you take a photograph and your focus is on the main object and the back is just slightly blurred out, to me it gives that impression. But he's so cute. So I did him, and then I did a second one with this little dragon popping the star onto the top of the tree. So this one again was pencils, some gel pen, and soft pastels again for the background, and white acrylic paint pen for the snow, etc. So yeah, he's turned out really cute as well, and this is definitely going to be something I colour in for December as well. Some of them that way. Oh, quite a lot of them are actually up. But this one I love, absolutely love this. So I'm definitely going to be colouring this one in December, but they're all cute, they're all lovely. So yeah, so that was 40 adorable festive dragon designs illustrated by Lee Holland. That's that one. The next book I have is The Colour Me Christmas. So again, same illustrator as the cute Kaiwai Halloween one. So this is Ella Jarzabeck, and I've thrown myself into this book absolutely thrown myself into it. I love the way she illustrates things, and yeah, so I think I've done 8 pages in here this month. Like I said, I did get a little bit carried away, but it's worth it. So this is the first one. It's based with alcohol markers. I've gone over the sky with some pencil. Obviously we use the white acrylic paint pen in here a lot, and also the Glamour Dust from Deco Art, which is this one, just in case anybody hasn't seen it before. And this is the Ice Crystal. I love, love, love this, and it's beautiful on fairy wings, it's beautiful on lots of things, but it's also fabulous on snow, as you can see. So that was the first page. Then we have the Nutcrackers. Alcohol markers again, and I've used the Super Goldens just to outline the baubles and decorations. And lots of the Languo shiny pens as well. And I've also used the Sakura, I'm going to forget what it's called now, but the glossy one, yeah. I used that in black for parts of the uniform and what have you. Beautifully, beautifully illustrated. We have these 2 little chappies, little reindeers in the snow. Everything's the same: alcohol markers, gel pens, white acrylic paint pen, and pencil for the sky. So that, I think, I love it. I love it. But I did get carried away. And we have the toy shop, or the window in the front of the toy shop, and a little puppy looking in at all the toys. Again, lots of sparkle on the snow. And Super Goldens on the baubles. That's that one. I highly recommend this book. I really do. I just think it's gorgeous. Then we have these 2 on their sled, having a little bit of fun in the snow. Got that one. And then we have these little guys making their snow angels. That's a fun little page. Again, Glamour Dust around and about, just to give it that look of snow. Then we have one of Santa's reindeers, and he has taken his carrot, his nice little treat that's been left out for him on Christmas Eve. And Santa's got his cookies and milk. The wallpaper in the background, so this was kind of like added into the wallpaper, but I don't know, it just didn't appeal to me. So I've tried to make them look like, you know, like that you get the dangles, or like the hanging decorations, if you like, coming down. So that's that one. And then the last one this month is this gorgeous little squirrel with the holly and the berries. I think I did. Yeah, so the background on this one is alcohol marker as well, but everything's based in alcohol marker. And then I just go over the top with some pencils. And a little bit of Glamour Dust on this one as well. Now I have kind of, like I say, thrown myself into this book this month. Now, because they're only, I say only, and I'm probably going to regret saying this, 30 illustrations. I have set my goal to finish this book by the end of January. We will see. We will see. But yeah, so I'm definitely been colouring in this one again for December. So that's Colour Me Christmas for Kids. Then we have the lovely Annie Day. This is the one that I did for this month's hashtag, hosted by Amanda Colours. So this one is Annie Day in sort of like the candle and flower shop, I guess. Enjoying the smells from the candles. And this was done with alcohol markers. I enjoyed doing that one. That's that one. Pop that back on there. Then we have another Annie Day book, and this is the Annie Day A Winter Tales colouring book. Again, Morgan O'Brien. So the first one I've done in here is this one, where she's trying to get her Christmas tree up onto the back of her car. And got this cute little hedgehog who's peeking out through the window. That's her little friend. So I've done that one. That's all alcohol markers with some, a little bit of gel pen and acrylic paint pen here and there. And then I have done another one in this book, and that was this one, where she's hanging her baubles up onto the tree. And I've used glitter paint to pop on the baubles for this one, just to give them a little bit of, yeah, definitely some sparkle going on there. And I chose to do them all the same colour. That's the way my brain works. Too many different colours on a Christmas tree. Yeah, no, my head doesn't work like that, I'm afraid. What about you lot? You know, how do you decorate your trees? Do you like a lot of colour, or do you stick to a certain colour scheme? Mine is just red, gold and white. That's it, because I can't cope with lots of different colours going on. My partner, oh, he loves tinsel. I hate tinsel. I know everybody doesn't hate it, but I do. And basically in our front room, he gets to decorate his side of the room, sort of like on his cupboards, and the rest of the room is mine. But he has to have his tinsel up, and yeah, it's a big thing with me. But I have learned that it's okay, and you know, he can have his tinsel up. I don't have to look at it. I'm joking. We just have our different ways of doing things, so that's the way we kind of work it out. Anyway, back to the book. So that was a Winter Tales colouring book, Annie Day. Then we have the new book from Rita Berman. And I said at the end of the last video, this one was actually, I left it as a whip because I didn't like it. I don't think I've even gone back to it. I may have gone back to it a little bit. I'm still not overly happy with it. Maybe it's just too many colours going on. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I'm calling it finished, because that is it. I mean, it's not that bad, I guess, but yeah. But I'm looking forward to colouring some more in here, definitely. Most definitely. So that's that one. Then we have, Mythographic Fairy Wonderland. And this is a new book to me this month, because I'm loving the mythographic fantasy forest that I have. So I thought I would treat myself to a new mythographic book. Well, actually, that's a lie. I've actually treated myself to two, because I also have got the mythographic Wolf Moon one as well, but I haven't coloured anything in there yet. But so this is illustrated by Fabiana Attanasio, and I have just coloured the front page, if you like. So I've done that one. And this is what I found. I had just ordered, or just at that point got, a rainbow pencil. Well, it was a set of 10. And I got them from Amazon. And all it is just the pencil with, like, the multicoloured leads. And the set of 10 are all the same. If I do that, I don't know if you can see. Like the rainbow at the top. And I got this at the same time, so I used this on the unicorn here and some of the flowers, just in a few places, and I thought, oh, that looks really nice. I wanted to try it out, and I was really happy with how that turned out. So I do have more pages that I've done with the rainbow pencil, which I'll show you at the end of the video. But that is the first page in my Fairy Wonderland mythographic book completed. Very happy with that. I'm very much looking forward to colouring some more in here. And then my favourite, my first mythographic book was this one. And I do love this book. So this month I coloured this one. I'll take that off of there. As I say, when I first got these books, I was so daunted. I still am daunted by them. But I'm thoroughly enjoying colouring in them. So this one, I did base this one with Crayola Super Tips. I based everything with that. I used an acrylic paint pen for the background, sort of the purpley one. I used Chroma Flows, and I used Languo shiny and gel pens on this one. And I'm loving how she turned out, both the mother and the young girl here. Yeah, really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. Again, a beautiful book. I did then go ahead and do a second page in here this month. And that was this one, sort of like walking through the fantasy forest with fish here and there. And for this one, I based mostly with ink tents and eye crayons. And then I just used Chroma Flows over the top and a little bit of like the shiny gel pen here and there. And I did the fish, and they actually, it wasn't intentional, but it's how it ended up. So the fish match the girl. So we got some green fish and we got the orange fish, which then tie in with her dress and her hair as she's walking down the path. So very happy again with this one. So 2 done, no 3 done in the mythographic books this month. So very pleased about that. So what I am going to then come on to, we're going to go back to the rainbow pencil. So I got very sort of, I'm not going to say carried away, let me just find the page, interested to see how this is going to work in colouring books. So I did start off, what book is this? This is Enchanted Forest by Joanna Basford. So there's that one. And I actually picked this book up from Amazon this month as a used book, and it cost me, I think, £3. But nothing, absolutely nothing has been coloured in it. And the only little thing was the scuffing on the corners up here on the cover. So I did get lucky with that for £3. Not gonna grumble. Anyway, back to the pencil. I wanted to see how well, if you liked, how this pencil could really give me different colour. And I literally just went over this whole page and just coloured. And you can kind of control, if you look, to see where the colours are on your pencil, kind of what colour you're going to bring. But you don't have to control it. You can just keep colouring and twisting and colouring and twisting and see what happens. So that was that. Then I decided that I was going to colour this one, and I actually did this one in a video. So this is on my channel. I wanted to do it on camera because I wanted to show you guys what can be achieved with just one pencil. And yes, it's a multicoloured leads, but I just love how that's turned out. This is definitely going to become something that I'm going to use a fair bit, not in every book and not in every page, but throughout each month I'm definitely going to be using this because I'm loving the outcome. I love how they've turned out. So I did that. I coloured that on camera. I did go off camera and add in a little bit of shading here and there, and some of the Languo, again, shiny pens. And yeah, so that was that one. So I was really happy with the outcome of using that pencil. So then I grabbed my Small Victories book. This is an older copy that I've decided to disc bind months and months and months and months ago, which is fine, but I decided I didn't want it disc bound anymore, so I did actually go and buy a second copy. But anyway, so I coloured this one again. This one is just using yeah, this rainbow pencil, and then I went over the top with some chroma flows, added in a little bit of shade in here and there, some gel pen, and then some soft pastels for the background. And it just keeps the page cohesive. Again, it's not going to be to everybody's liking. I'm just fascinated by the results of using this pencil. So let me just pop that there. I did then, as I say, buy a new copy, and I did this one. So you can see, actually let's move that out of the way for a minute. I did this one literally at the weekend. I think it's easier sometimes when you're sat down. I mean, you guys know that I have fibro. I also have arthritis. There are times when, you know, I can't move. I don't want to have the intensity of deciding what colours I want to pick and what have you. And this has just worked out perfectly. I can just sit and colour, twist the pencil, what have you, and basically base everything using this. Yeah, so really happy with that and how that's turned out. So that's Small Victories. Both of those are in Small Victories using the rainbow pencil. Then I do have one more page left. I'll go back to Enchanted Forest. I've got to find it. I know I've bookmarked it, but let's pull that up. Okay. And I did this double spread in here, and this would be using chroma flows. So you've got the hedgehog and the rabbit. Pull that over so you can see that in the light. And then I've just added some white gel pen to add a few highlights on top with both of those pictures. So yeah, very happy with those. So that's it. That is, as long as I haven't forgotten anything this month, everything that I've coloured for the month of November. Today is the 1st of December, so I'm going to be doing a lot more Christmas colouring. I'm very much looking forward to that. I've pulled out some books, some other books, ready to start colouring in. So I hope you all have a wonderful December. I'm sure if you haven't got your decorations up already, they will be going up this month. I know I've got to pull mine out. Yeah, I need to get my head around that, but that'll happen when it happens. So that's it. So I hope everybody, as I say, have a lovely December. Thank you to everybody who has liked and subscribed on my videos. It really helps my channel, and I'm very, very grateful. But that, at the end of the day, the point of it is I am just happy to share everything that I coloured with you guys. Hopefully somewhere along the line I might inspire somebody, and that's all that matters. So enjoy your day, and I will see you all soon. Happy colouring. Bye.